My video for May 23rd, 2019 is video number 3094. The title is a question. Who controls the world's financial system? Because I have friends who have invested in alternative asset-backed currencies, I continue to be informed in regard to the matter of currency revaluation, the RV. This is the latest, quote, "The trade war will continue until it brings the fiat financial system to its knees to make way for the QFS. The QFS, quantum financial system, will require all countries to have a gold-backed standard, thus resetting the value of all currencies. Meanwhile, the majority of sources are claiming that the RV is about to begin, looking at Thursday or sooner, for some, and the rest next week," end quote. For me, the story is one that might be compared to a roller coaster ride. There have been times when my hope was high, only to come crashing down with another delay. This has been going on for years. I've talked about it many, many times. Will actual money that can be spent ever be put into the hands of visionaries like me who truly want to help elevate humanity spiritually and economically? Supposedly, the government's got to go first, which has already happened. Then there are a number of tiers or levels of payouts. Humanitarian projects are the last to go before funding is released to the public. Is any of this true? Not yet, as I see it. Yes, and let me just make a comment. I'm back using the newer Dell computer. The older one, I still can't get Opera to work on it properly, and that was what created the problem on the video a couple of days ago, because somehow they created a brand new account for, well, it's the same email address, but a new account for my videos, which only showed 3 videos. And obviously I have a lot more than that. Anyway, this financial reset, the RV, has been in my scope of awareness for many years, although it was only 3 years ago that I actually broke down and invested in an alternative currency. I didn't spend a lot of money, but it was supposed to help me as a humanitarian have the funding that I need to help uplift people in Haiti and third world countries and even places in the United States where people are impoverished. This is a problem worldwide because the financial system has been controlled by those that we might label globalists. They want to have a global one world government because they are truly control freaks. They do not tell the truth, as I've said again and again, and will say it many more times in the future, I'm sure, as long as I'm making videos. Although, you know, I've thought about if the RV ever actually happens and I'm finally able to go and help people in various places around the world and help them with to uplift them with the funding they need to release projects, etc. I may not have time to make videos every day. I don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like because it hasn't happened yet. And I can't live in the future. I can't live in the past. I can only handle what is here right now. And right now, I do not have the assets needed to be able to be the humanitarian that I'd like to be. And when they say that the governments go first, why would the governments go first? They are often the problem. They are not a solution. Now, of course, the people that are preaching the RV say that there's, you know, it's taking down the cabal, it's taking down the old system, and it's putting a new system in place with people that want to do the right thing. Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? if people actually were benefactors and saw the world as something to be uplifted and saw humanity not as useless eaters, but as human beings created in the image of God. And I'm not even sure what God is anymore. That's the sad thing. I used to think I knew because I had personal encounters that felt so real. But as delay after delay of bringing the kingdom of heaven to earth has occurred, my faith, I have to keep trying to prop it up, but it's becoming more and more difficult to prop up because there's so much sadness, there's so much disappointment, there's so much frustration of wanting to bring into reality that which I've envisioned since I was a little boy, a teenager, a young adult. Throughout my life, I've wanted to uplift humanity. I've wanted to see this vision that I had from my earliest years to become the reality, not just for me, but for everyone. Now, of course, the impediment, again, are the people that may be fallen angels incarnated as human beings, that do not, they're control freaks. They do not have humanity's best interest at heart. They want to be the slave masters. And they don't mind having money as the means of enslavement. That's been the case for eons, folks. Money was not created to liberate humanity, but to enslave humanity by stealth, by deception, not telling the truth. Those that have controlled the finances for a very long time are, as I see it anyway, they are malevolent beings. They are child molesters. Human life means absolutely nothing to them except their own lives. They don't care about killing those that are not in their in-group. This is not love, folks. Can you not understand that that is not a loving attitude? That no loving God would order the murder of whole, not even sparing mother or child. And I'm talking things that are in the Bible, folks. And how could I have been so ignorant, thinking myself to be smart, when I missed that so many times, even though I was reading it again and again and again, and it wasn't getting through to me. So I understand that it's difficult for many people to see some of the things that are happening in the light that there's good in it. The good is so concealed that it doesn't look good. I understand that. I get it. By the way, there's a picture that I posted under the welcome behind me. And it's a picture of the peace flag of the United States. Somebody wanted me to post, in my image in the background, wanted me to have the American flag. Well, that's the real American flag. I know that's not the one you think, and I have been taught was the American flag with the vertical stripes. No, the stripes are horizontal. The peace flag is horizontal. The background is not blue with white stars. It's white with blue stars. Going back to the 18th century. 18th century. But the world has only been at peace for a relatively few years. 5 years in the 20th century, there was relative peace. And that was the last year of the Ford administration and the 4 years of Jimmy Carter's administration. We've been lied to about so many things. The control of the world's financial system has meant the control of the world. And if they put that in the hands of the government, I don't see that as an upgrade. That's all for now, and thanks for listening. Namaste.